Good morning. Looking outside, it's quiet this morning on a Monday. Mondays are always tough, but knowing that we've got some great weather this week will hopefully help to cheer you up as we get ready to head out the door here this morning. You're not going to be shivering so much here with some milder temperatures to start off in the morning hours, and will continue to be on the milder side as we progress through the forecast. So we are looking at some conditions here that are going to start to take a little bit of a break. You can see we do have at least one school announcement scrolling at the bottom of your screen, thanks to some snow from this past weekend, Saturday and into Sunday. We saw snow that came down that really added up, and we've had kind of a ramp up in activity here lately. And the Wahpeton area with this latest round had the most snow, at least reported to us, at 8.5 inches there. The Herman area, Minnesota, 8 inches, Vergas 7, up in Baudette 6, and Fargo officially 3.7 inches of snow, though I did hear reports of a little bit more than that this weekend. And over the last few days, the last several days I should say, we've had about 6 inches of snow with a couple of rounds from last week and again into this weekend. So really starting to feel and look like we've got a decent snowpack happening in parts of the Southern Valley after several rounds of this. But in Fargo, at least, we're still running almost 10 inches below average for the season. That's how little snow we had before. And we're looking at some temperatures that are starting off mild in spite of the fresh snow. We're still at 12 degrees in Fargo and 12 in Fergus Falls, 5 in Grand Forks, 20 right now in Devil's Lake. So some of us very mild. Sisseton's at 24. And part of the reason for this is we've got that wind coming in out of the south, helping to bring in some warmer air, keeping that atmosphere mixed too, and those temperatures from dropping too much. And we're looking at about a 5 to 15 mile per hour wind here this morning out of the southerly direction. It may pick up later today though. With visibility looking really great here in the valley too. We've got clear skies in many spots. You can see there are some clouds out to the west over in the James River Valley right now, and we'll see some of that, some pockets of clouds rolling through, and at times more on the partly cloudy side, maybe even mostly cloudy side, before we see more clear skies or in the few hours sunshine developing for us. Here's a look at your planner for the next couple of hours. We'll see those temperatures begin their rise into the teens to some low 20s. Again, partly cloudy to mostly sunny, breezy, those winds into the 20s, gusting to near 30 miles per hour. So that's going to take away from the temperatures, but it's also what's ushering in the warmer air. We're looking at some upper 20s to low 30s at lunchtime. This afternoon, 30s are back, and not only are 30s back, we do have some warm 30s coming up here, some mid to upper 30s in some instances, and that's going to again cause some more melting, some more slushy roads out there here for the start of our day. So your drive home this evening may end up being quite slushy, and of course when that happens we know it can get kind of slick, so something to bear in mind. Ahead for later on tonight, we start to quiet things down, temperatures sliding a bit, but it shouldn't be too cold of a night. Temperatures this evening into the 20s, and as we start off the day tomorrow, we'll dip down into the teens to start off your Tuesday with some more sunny skies to partly cloudy skies. 9 a.m. looking at some teens and then some 20s developing. We do have a little bit colder air moving in just slightly with the wind coming in out of the northwest. It will only affect us in the sense that we won't warm up quite as much. So we're looking at some upper 20s to some low 30s for your highs instead of many of us across the board getting into the 30s today. So just slightly cooler but still mild here in the forecast. Ahead for later on tomorrow night, we're still looking pretty good. Here's your photo today. There's that puppy again. This is Doodle having some fun in the snow. Thanks, Kermit, for sharing that great image of that puppy leaping there. Here's a look at your 7-day planner. We've got some 30s on the way today and tomorrow, but check out the next several days. Through the work week, we're looking quiet and mild, 30 to some upper 30s by Friday, but that's also in advance of our next system that we're keeping our eyes on for this weekend. We're looking at windy conditions and a surge of warmer weather, which could lead to, first of all, rain with this system, and then eventually getting over into snow as that colder air starts to move in. So that might end up being messy, but it's a sign that we're maybe starting to make that transition. You know, we're not seeing all snowy blast. There's some warmer weather and rain mixed in there too here coming up for the weekend.
I love slushy, messy days.
Good.
In March.
Exactly, because it means that there's spring on the way.
Exactly. Thank you, Lisa. Your car in the winter may need more attention than you think. Next on the Valley Today, we'll tell you what you should be doing now.